Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm your host D-Day, bringing you some more of my Minecolonies mod showcase specifically for Minecraft 1.20. So last time we took care of the hospital, so now when any of the villagers have influenza or measles, they can come here to Gunner and he can give them what they need to feel better. And we don't need to do it manually anymore, which is great. The other thing that we need to do manually, or kind of manually, is feed our citizens. So we have a farm. The farm is making wheat. We can turn the bread into wheat, but I have made more than enough baked potatoes to be able to feed everyone. The problem is, now that we have a courier, none of the villagers have baked potatoes anymore. The courier has taken all of the baked potatoes and put them all in the warehouse. And I am not sure if when the colonists are hungry and they're requesting food, I'm not sure if the courier is smart enough to go get baked potatoes to give them. So what we're going to work on today is going to be the restaurant. And what I'm hoping to get to work is we're going to have the courier grab the wheat from the farm, bring it to the restaurant. The restaurant is going to turn it into bread and have it in the inventory. And whenever a villager is hungry, they will go to the restaurant and eat that bread. So what we're going to need is going to be an apple surrounded by planks and the build tool for the restaurant. There we go. And I was thinking, I think it'd be really cool if we put the restaurant next to the tavern. I think that makes the most sense. So let's go fundamentals, restaurant. Okay, we got two of them to choose from. We're probably going to go with the regular one, not the alternate. We're going to go rank 5 and push it back. Chimney is in the back. Let's turn it. Unless this guy has multiple chimneys, huh? Does he have a chimney on both sides? Is that what it is? The restaurant is actually really big. So there's a chimney on this side. Yeah, and there's a chimney on this side. Okay, so there's a chimney on both sides of the building. It's not back, and that's not in the back of the building. Now we just need to figure out which side of these is the front. I'm going to guess that the front is the one with the garden. We do have doors here, right? Yeah, we got doors here. The front of the restaurant is probably the part with the garden. So we're going to have to turn it twice. Yeah, the back has a back door. Yeah, it's definitely the front has the garden. All right, and there we go. The town hall. The town hall, the tavern, and the barracks have now shown us the level 5 versions of them. Okay. Oh, actually looks really good. Like it's supposed to fit right here. Nice. So let's look at what the alternate looks like, just out of curiosity. That looks neat. The big difference between the alternate and the regular is going to be the tile color of the roofs, which I definitely like the regular one better. Okay, this one is getting scooted. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I like that a lot. That looks great. All right, how do we look on the side? Do we need to scoot it one more? And let's go plus. It's funny, it put the construction tape on top of the tavern. That's funny. Okay, we need to do some clearing. All right, everything is cleared. Let's go and building. And like we learned last episode, the courier did supply all of the materials required as long as it was in the warehouse. All right, I just saw it goes supplied 1 to 6%. So I think that Clay is busy filling up the builder's hut right now, and Demi is waiting for a certain amount of supplies before going back and continuing her build. Yep, Demi is definitely back to it. So the courier has supplied things that Demi needs to build this building, put it into the builder's hut, and Demi went and picked it up from the builder's hut and now is continuing to build. The hardest thing about these buildings being made is that sunset happens all the time right when Demi starts building. So Demi will go back to the builder's hut, wait for materials, get the materials, and then walk over here, and right when she wants to start building at sunset, so she goes to bed. Who in the world is this person? Lion Girl. Recruit for an enchanting table. Looks like we got some special characters. It's really cool to see how these buildings slowly come together from the ground up. And it is sunset, and we are being attacked at the same time. Let's see, northeast. Here they come.
I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Got him. There we go, just in time to get back to the restaurant being completed. Wonderful. So it looks like we can terraform one level in between here. We can fill this in. That'd be a good idea. Looks like we already have someone assigned as a chef. Cool. Let's come in here and see what this building's all about. Alan is here. He is the first guy. He is hungry. All right, error symbol.
Fine afternoon.
Please tell me what kind of fuel I should use in my furnace. Okay. All right, fuel. So I would say, oh man, should we use coal or should we use logs, huh? Can we use the dark oak logs? Dark oak log? Would that be the best? Because that is something that we're getting from the tree farm. So we can do that. Coal, of course, would make most sense, but coal is going to run out at some point, right? Okay, so dark oak log is on for fuel. And then food, let's see, can you make bread?
And the cook
Flat bread.
served me a potato.
Manch bread. Eaten up to residence level 5. Eaten up to residence level 3. Flatbread. Ask a baker in a bakery to prepare this for you. Banana nut bread. Where's just a regular bread? No regular bread, it looks like. And some of these require the bakery. Looks like somebody's eating. Banana nut bread. Requires bananas, obviously. Cornbread only requires corn. Yeah, it looks like bread dough gets turned into bread from wheat. We need the baker for that. Even though we can put it in the crafting grid and make bread with 3 wheat. It still requires the baker if we do it through Minecolonies. Alright, it does look like the restaurant can make baked potatoes. And all of these recipes are default set to on. So if we dump our foodstuffs into this inventory here, this should give us everything that we need. It should, since all of the recipes are on, it will just make stuff for the colonists when they come in here. So let's check something real quick. If we can take all of the foodstuffs, like all of the baked potatoes that the courier has stolen, maybe we can move them all into the restaurant now. And here you go, a whole bunch of baked potatoes. A crazy amount of baked potatoes. I guess what we also could do is we could make the bread ourselves and then put it in here. That should work as well. She looks like she needs to eat something as well. She is working. Very cool. And she has a stack of dark oak logs inside of her inventory already. Very cool. How funny, the campfire is behind the furnace. So we have our restaurant up and running, and like I said, let's terraform just the center, and of course we need to raise all of this up 1, which unfortunately it's all of those blocks need to be replaced. Alright, so the center here has been terraformed up a little bit to make this look a little bit more natural. We moved all of the light post up 1 level, so this looks a lot better. I'm thinking as soon as this grass grows, I'm going to place some of those rose bushes here in front of the restaurant to make this look a little bit more filled in and nice. But I'm really glad now we have the restaurant up and running, and we should be able to have our villagers fed at all times now. So now we don't have to worry about them getting sick, because they can come over here to the hospital whenever they're sick, and we don't need to worry about them being hungry, because they can head over to the restaurant whenever they're hungry now.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Smash like to show your appreciation, and consider leaving a boom in the comment section below. Also, click on my dude here to subscribe for more Let's Plays. Ooh.